third quarter. They weren't going to lose this game. It got a little nasty with all the turnovers, but you know what? They shot 29% for the game. You shot 54%, and the reason for that was defense.
Absolutely.
You were in their face, and that was the key, I thought, to the whole thing.
You know, that it's funny you say that, because the last few days we were talking about what we were going to do, and you know, as you prepare Monday, Tuesday, you got to prepare for Thursday game and then Saturday's game, and we were kind of talking about what we were going to do with Sol Ross, and credit the kids, because the first thing they said in the locker room was, Coach, we played to the scout the whole time. Like, absolutely did, man. And that shooting percentage that Sol Ross had is a direct result of our kids just busting their tail defensively and then continuing to play, and then offensively play to a second and a third side. You know, we'll take the big U by the W in the book, but I don't think they put one, so we'll just take the W if you're cool with that.
Yeah. Well, of course, we also want to congratulate the seniors.
Yes.
They left us with some good memories today. They really put it out there. Thomas, I mean, how many rebounds did she end up with? It was like 14 defensive boards. So.
AJ ended up with like 8 rebounds, and they were all defensive rebounds kind of thing.
And then it was 10 rebounds, defensive rebounds for Jordan. She just won't quit. But
yeah, she ended up with 13.
Yeah.
She had a double-double.
Double-double?
Yeah.
You had several players getting into double figures. It was a hard-fought game, but I'll take winning ugly over losing pretty anytime. And whatever it took to win, that's what they did.
Absolutely. Just a lot of grit on their part. You know, compliment the bench, man, because we were kind of talking about being all in the whole time, and I had to walk over and tell the bench, y'all got to calm down, because we're about ready to get a tee, because you're spreading the excitement and the noise level, and it's just amping our kids up on the floor. It's great. But do me a favor and sit down periodically and stuff. So kudos, though. It was a big team win for us.
54%, that's what you shot for the game. I didn't know if you were aware of that.
Yes, sir. But, yes, sir.
That's pretty good. 24-44, 3 of 7 from three-point land. Yeah. Free throws, 20 of 28.
Yes, sir.
And that's where the game was won, in the trenches. So you got the victory. Yeah. Back-to-back wins, first time this year, right, at home.
Yes,
You've
sir.
had back-to-back wins. Now you've got a couple of games left, both winnable, so you just want to keep this going.
You know, we would love to, right? We would love to. UT Dallas is, they're playing really, really well, as you should, as you head towards the tournament and stuff, and they've been giving people fits. Joe does a great job up there. And then we've got to travel up to the Ozarks on Saturday. You know, and Shauna does an excellent job up there. You know, it's hard to get up to Arkansas and get a W for sure.
But I want to remind you, 62-46, you beat them, played the best game of the year against them, never trailed. Okay. And although you didn't beat UT Dallas, you led them much of the game. Yeah. You just ran out of gas. Yeah. But if you could finish the season with a couple of wins, wow, what would that be like to build on?
Well, you know, I think the thing is great for the program. It's great for our kids to go, hey, we finally came together. We finally did what we've been taught all season long. And to see that if you do what you're asked, success is going to happen, kind of thing. So I think that would be a good building block as we head into spring and summertime, for them to start working on their own and go, I want to be a better player, because I know there's things I can benefit from, and I can be successful in the court next year.
Now the seniors were just honored. Let's talk about them and their parents, and some guests were out on the floor. They got these beautiful flowers, the ladies did, and a plaque. Yeah. I know you wanted to give them something to remember.
Yeah, most definitely. We had talked about, like, all week long about our seniors. We're going to have our last home game and stuff like that. Let's play as hard as we can. Let's practice as well as we possibly can, and just go out and compete the whole time. And, you know, I kind of told them that when we first started, you know, we had 3 kids on the roster after we got hired. And you know, phone calls went out to these guys. And, you know, just Kendall, hey, are you going to return for another year? You know, we got 1 year left. And, you know, she's been battling knee stuff like her whole life, and really bad this last year. She agrees to come talk to Ty, and Ty's like, I only got 1 year left, coach. I'm going to be a teacher and stuff. Would you stick around 1 more year, kind of thing? Here's what we're going to do with you in reference to playing. And then AJ, same deal. AJ, you're almost like a grandma, because you've been playing so long, but you still got a COVID year. Want to come back and get your master's and stuff. And you know, it benefited them. Obviously, Kendall and Ty had the best season of their careers collegiately, kind of thing. And you know, I think AJ really wanted to make sure she went out with the 2 of them.
That gave us a lot of memories. This was a great way to close out the homestand and to honor the seniors today. And I know we don't talk about it a lot, but this is a great academic university. Academics is something You push student athletes is exactly what you have. Yeah. And these athletes, they get a good education here, and then they go on and do bigger and better things.
Almost definitely. You know, when our kids graduate from LeTourneau, you know that their average starting salary is $60,000, which is way more. I don't know what your starting salary was when you got out of college, but
I never reached 60,000.
Right. I'm still waiting for that to happen, kind of thing. But you know, coming here and then just, you know, the education that you're going to get, you're going to be so prepared for graduate school, the job you're going into. And people are like, let's wait at the door for those kids from LeTourneau to step out off campus because we want to hire them. And so kudos to the university and our kids for toughing out that academic side while playing collegiate basketball in one of the toughest conferences in the country.
You bet. A lot of them will go on to coach, teach, do other things, but they'll be beneficial whatever they do. And,
for sure.
Coach, we want to compliment you. It's been a great first year for you. I know you would have liked to win a few more of those close games, but you got something to build on, and I'm sure you'll have a good recruiting class in the offseason. So.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you all so much.
All right, we appreciate you, and we look forward to the remainder of the season. Good luck on the road, all right?
Thank you much. Go Jackets, baby.
You bet. We want to thank our LeTourneau women's coach for being with us here for just a moment.